The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Wow! Guess what? Today could be your day. Why? Because you're having reruns. I know I love the Lucy Show, but can we change the channel, please? My name is Ray. Last name is Reynolds. I am the godfather of credit. I've done 60 billion for clients in 45 years. I got 28 millionaires and 28 billionaires. You want to get there too? Pay attention. Tablet and pen, ready to begin. We get to play live. Ray Reynolds live. Let's have some fun. See, the bottom line is this. You can't take pictures. You can't record. Why? I need it here. I'm sorry. Most of you have been following people like ducks and sheep. Do this, do that. Why don't we just do the Macarena? See, I got to millionaire at 14 and a half, and I don't understand why you have not. I got to 2.6 billion in corporate structure at 26 and retired, haven't had a paycheck since. No matter what I go through, I get through the process and I get through the pain. So today we're going to have some fun. You like some of my goodies? I like my goodies too. We get to play, but you know what? Rags and riches, what can I say? I got born in a taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital. She didn't want me. I got to be with Mrs. Hope, the she-devil from hell. Oh, well, what can I say? All right, feeling sorry for yourself is only about 3 minutes or less. Let's build your journey. Let's begin today. Let's learn how to play. Got to look behind that curtain. Biggest problem you don't do. I want you to understand something. You've allowed a friend and family member to rip you off. You probably loaned some money too. And then they said, I'm sorry, because they didn't pay you back. You see, you got to learn to play. Now, I need you to get out your personal credit cards. Now. Let's understand something, ladies and gentlemen, please. I trained Ken Yarborough. He was security chief of Tier W and Asperian. The report's wrong. Thomas Raymond Woolridge became Asperian. If you paid attention, I'll show you how you can do what needs to be done. Can you get out your personal credit cards or your personal wallet today? I need you to put a sticky in the back of it. We're going to dummy proof this. I'm going to show you exactly what it takes to get a 750 to an 800 score, step by step. So let's understand, on that sticky, you're going to write down the limit of the card. You're going to maintain 25% always and never go past 29%. This is 2 cards with $100,000. If you did exactly what I told you to do, that'd give you 71,000 of safety credit. And this stuff here would stop. This is called crap. Why would you jack it up and get stuck and drop your score, can't get it anymore, and you couldn't write out daily squat? Well, you did it. Can you write down line of defense for me today? Let's play. This is chapter 18. Now, I got to tell you a couple things about me. I was in the 6th grade. They told me I was retarded. Why? Because I can write 2 different things simultaneously at this, and I can have another conversation. Both sides of my brain work. I got total recall too, and I got an IQ of 203. And then rhyming all the time. Sometimes I don't try, but it just comes out that way. So let's get started today. Chapter 18. See you in front of you? Oh, you got a corporation? Oh, goody for you. You watch the people on TikTok. All right, going to LLC, this, that guy's an idiot. All right, and then they're going to do this. You got to see, stop. The only thing that matters about a corporation is the damn tax ID. How do you receive money? All right, through the tax ID, you don't pay tax till you're profitable. That's what matters the most. Because if you have a corporation today, when they sue it, they sue you. You're still a duck and a sheep. So let's understand. What's a corporation is in front of you? It's a legal person. Wow. I was 7.5 years when I heard that. I heard it basically listening to a silly poker game being used and abused by Mrs. Hope and her son David too. So let's understand. I wanted out of hell. You know what it's like being hell? I wanted out of the use and abuse. You know what I did at 7.5 years old? I wrote it down. I went down to the Torrance Police Department. See, next door was a library. I walked in and go, man, was this me? She walked away rudely. What did she do from there? She came back and said, here's a mock of this, here's a book. She was a I read the book. You read your book? I mean, come on. At your age, you're getting slower. You're not as pretty as you used to be. You're getting slower, older, and not as pretty as you used to be. Come on, be honest. You didn't get to million to billion. What did you do? Follow a bunch of sheep and ducks? Let's teach you to play. Let's get you to million right away. If you play with me, I'll help you do that too. I'll try to do most of the work for you anyway. You see, look what it says, legal person. I knew one thing. You see where it says may sue or be sued? You're the officer. You're the founder. You're the duck. That sucks. So what do we get to do? When I tore apart 17983 apart to create division process. Now I went back to the library for 2 years and I had to create my own blueprint. I'm the founder of Helping Hand Industries. I did it at 9.5 years old and I got $100,000 of credit in the mail. I've been building this since I was 9.5. See, back in the 70s and 80s, we didn't have to apply for credit. They came in the mail. They didn't use our SSN. Then a bunch of dumb people started to do that and everybody followed like ducks and sheep. And now our president said, I'm going to have a government credit bureau and get rid of all these bureaus. Because you're using his number. So I got named in the movie Dave too. Now what happened at 12.5 scared the crap out of me. Can you imagine? I got named in a lawsuit. What? I started the first Orange County Blind Center. My little friend on the TV commercial, she was blind, and I'm trying to help. But the reality is I used the word Braille, and I got in trouble for that too. Today, you use Velcro, don't you? No, you don't. You use hook and loop. Velcro is the name of a company in El Segundo, California. Do you blow your nose on Kleenex or use tissue? See, I didn't understand those. I'd like you to take any of your ideas, and I'd like you to make a copy, put it in a Federal Express envelope, and mail it back to yourself before you tell your friends and family. Why? Because they're going to steal your idea. Set up a website too. This way the judge will open that envelope, not you. So if they try to steal what you got, you can put them in court. And you can win and do it again and again. So me, I had to figure out something. It really bothered me that I got named in a lawsuit, had to master trade names, trademark, copyrights. And in 85, 86, I invented division process. Let's teach how to play, not to bring the pain home again. Will that be okay with you? Now, the next thing is all the grown-ups kept saying, don't put your eggs in one basket. I asked what that meant. You know what the heck I'd say? The grown-ups when I was a little boy? That's about it. I thought they were all stupid. When I grew up, I realized they were stupid. Can you imagine the grown-ups all being stupid? Well, it's true. So let's understand something today. On the Secretary of State's website, if you have a corporation, you're the incorporator. But then you get some ding dong, well, I got a registered agent, it's going to protect me. Bullshit. Tell me, come on. Registered agent is for process of service. You're on the officers list. You probably use your home address is kind of silly and dumb too. You add yourself to a national mailing list. When they sue the corp, they sue you. Congratulations. You're a duck and a sheep. But if you use division process, you don't have a chance. They can't kick your ass in again. So let's play. Then they said, put your ducks in a row. What did they do? I asked them about that as well. What do they keep saying? Me. That's about it. So what do I have to do? Here, I designed this when I was a little boy. Here's a corporation with entities, and these are divisions. All right, $1 million. Never bring the pain home. So let's understand, warning. I got to let you know. All right, don't get mad at me because I'm honest and I'm blunt. All right, I just tell the truth. All right, I'm going to tell her like it is. Is that okay? All right, and if you follow stupid, you did stupid. You're not stupid, but what you did was stupid. Does that make sense? All right, and the bottom line is you got to realize something. I build millionaires. Would you like to be next? Let me know. It's up to you. So I'm Ray Reynolds, the Godfather of Credit. I'm going to tell you what to do. I'm going to treat you like you're 2 years old. And the reality is, guess what? You're never going to bring the pain home again because I'm going to make sure you know how to play and win the game today. Now, I got a foolproof program. You can't even screw it up. unless you don't follow through. You even know who Arnold is? He used to be my neighbor too. Corporations as well for years. Dr. Lucky, we did a hospital in Fiji Island as well. And then all of a sudden here we got Superman for Gold's Gym. Steve, it's great. He's a cop. Oh my goodness, he said I kick ass and motivate. And $1 million of credit. Is that okay? If we learn to play, college professor, Biola University too. And here's Glenn. He lived in his car for 3 years. Sorry, Glenn kept feeling sorry for himself. Boo-hoo. No one gives a crap. I told him to get off his assets. I gave him a race 360. 450,000 corporate credit, new house, new truck, and more money to make a business too. And then you got Giovanni for Pixar, $1,600,000. And then little Karen, she delivered pizza to a boot camp of mine. I said, stick around. She got properties in Long Beach right away. So she got a little videos too, 1.2 million in 9 months. Oh, you got to help people coming out of prison too, since they need a second chance. So here's Free Ray, Ricky, Dickie Ross, gold and platinum cards. Build it up a night way. All right, ultimate goal. Now here's Thomas. Thomas was basically in prison for 26 years. Now this isn't doubting Thomas from the Bible. Reality is poor guy for 26 years. But you know what? Within 8 months, I rebuilt him, brand new dump trucks and hundreds of thousands of credit, making millions a year. Your problem is you. You didn't learn how to play. Sorry to say that today, but it's true. President Franklin D. Roosevelt, he did the Gold Reserve Act. He confiscated everybody's gold. He called it Fort Knox. And he could have a wedding ring. That's about it. You want to know something? They even measured how much you could weigh. Now, we got our Social Security number, unique, when we were 14 to 16, because that was the rules at the time. And then all of a sudden, 71, Nixon took the gold standard out. Then every mama who delivered a baby that day has to do an SS5 to the SSN so the baby can go home. That's the way it works. So we got to play. And the biggest problem is none of you paid attention to that SS5 form. You actually, mama signed for you, or you did it for yourself too. Wow. Now, the SS5 is SSN Social Security number. That equals a 1040 tax return. And then they get the taxes taxed until probate and we're dead. You know the time of death at the hospitals for the state and federal government, right? You get one of these suckers. Because you followed your friends and family like ducks and sheep. Our president now wants to get rid of all the credit bureaus and have a government agency because you're using his number. So let's understand. We, the people, wow. Most of you don't even know what that means, but we'll explain it to you too. The SSN. Oh my goodness, there it is. We're measured by a number too. Now understand the SS4. Bank of America bankrupt 5,000 locations. Chase Bank, U.S. Bank, Wells Fargo. They've all been indicted in the last 6 months for all their shit, bull crap they do too to all of us. But they bankrupt locations, 5,000 of them. Wow. So they have a corporation, their parent company owns corporations called subsidiaries. And when they bankrupt a location, they get a damn tax credit. While you're going home and going, meh-ho-ho. Your problems, you didn't learn to play. It's time you pay attention to me today. Let go level 1. Who won? Look, legal person. Legal name of an entity, corp, division, subsidiary, or individual person. Wow. I could put your name there where it belonged in the first place, but you screwed up over here. Do this. Go ahead. Come on, let's have some fun. Over here, let's do this one first. SSN. All right, we have to pay tax. We get the leftover. We're supposed to survive on that. Good luck on that. That's what makes it ducks and sheep. But over here, if we play by the rules, the SS4, we don't pay tax till we're profitable. We're allowed to pay all the bills first, then pay tax on the leftover. So that means every rich and famous person's lines of credit above what they bring in, they never pay tax. Is that how they do it too? I bet you can figure that out as well. So we got the SS5, SSN 1040, and then we got the SS4 for 1120, known as the tax ID. Oh, never bring the pain home. This truly gives you a second chance. Here's the problem. As long as you're not, trying, as long as you're trying, you're not dying. If you're not trying, you might as well just be dead. Get it over with. Now I understand something today. If you're one of those tax protesters, if you don't file tax returns, just go to prison. All right, get the hell out of here. Because like Wesley Snipes did, he went to prison for 3 years, fined $5 million for being stupid, because he followed his attorney CPAs being stupid. All right, so if you want to be stupid, go away, because you belong in prison anyway. Now, if those silly people did it wrong, would have just paid attention under the 1244, they would have got to the point they never pay tax anymore anyway. You see the 1244, the IRS rules, when you play poker, backgammon, chess, checkers, are you a cheater? So if you play by the game, you get to win. Could you imagine if you paid attention to me today and you file one tax return and almost never pay tax again? Wow, you can learn to play too. The lack of knowledge is why people make stupid things happen. They make stupid decisions every day, like you. I'll bet you've been ripped off friend and family, and you want to get to millionaire, but you've been doing it's about it too. Let's get you past go. Let's think about why cash credit. All credit to the corporation under tax ID is a damn write-off. It's free money. All you do is maintain a damn payment. Like, where are you going to get the money to run your business and get the American dream in the first place? Get a raise, win the damn lottery too? Good luck with that. And it doesn't hurt your family. And then a division, the process I invented, 8586, allows the corporate 3 divisions and $1 million of credit. We get to write it all off too. And you build a legacy for you and your family if you learn to play. So let's talk about that free money today. $50,000 is 61226. If we invest that as an investor, here's your problem. Your problem is you. I was 17 years old when I had 19 houses, fixing them up and having fun. Built my first castle in Nelly Gill at 16, having fun too, because I made my first million at 14. All right, this is easy stuff. We're in the United States of America Incorporated, but I couldn't get number 20 property. They said too much loan to value problem. How'd you do the 19? I said simple. None of your damn business because you're an expert. I love experts that ask questions. That means they're not an expert. They're full of crap. So I dumped in and transferred these into divisions. Whee! I freed up my loan to value problem too. I've been collecting apartment complex, commercial real estate, storage units, and property since I was 17 and a half, and it builds what's called residual income. So the reality is you're not doing that. Sorry. Every one of you, when you retire, and if you think your 401k, which is a piece of crap anyway, is going to help, you're going to live with your kids in 6 years, you're going to die because you didn't build residual income. Shame on you. You should have built that in the first place. So would you like to get up to $75,000 a month? Let me know. From there, you got the ability to start building residual income and being an investor. That's how it works. You got 16 ways to play with me, but you understand, why don't you take 10% of everything I build you and basically put it into some type of account to create a residual income. And that's how you get to win to be a corporate millionaire too. So let's think the biggest problem we got is you, because you don't have residual income. And every time blank hits the fan, you're paranoid and all of a sudden you think the world's going to end. It kind of sucks to stretch yourself out that much, doesn't it? So let's play. Building residual income. How about a hedge fund? How about real estate? How about franchise? How about a storage unit? You see, you go day 1, week 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. You build it up and away. I'm going to have an event next Thursday. All right, and we're going to talk about how to build residual income in each direction we can by using 10% of credit I build you. Now, if you register today, it's $6.99. If you wait till basically tomorrow, Monday, it goes back to $9.99. I gave an early registration. Tomorrow, $9.99 all the way, but it's up to you starting today. Take a picture of Zelle. Ray Reynolds recipient, ray@raisecredit.com. Put RW when you do it during the webinar too. Ultimate Go, you got bank transfer deposit, but that won't work for that basically special class for you. It's a Zelle. If you don't do it, oh well, you missed out on that too. Now you can call the office, 800-254-9506, ask for a specialist. Or you can ask for Scott, the controller. It depends who's available right away. It's up to you. Now, the United States of America. One of my theses years ago, all right, was about Constitution, international law. And I always studied about the United States of America Incorporated. So I want to know how the rich people got their money. Did you know George Washington was actually a trillionaire? You didn't know that too? See, they got 50 corporations. They call them states. States got corporations called cities. And then they invented Chapter 9 bankruptcy, just in case shit hits the fan. They get to bankrupt the debt and stay in business in front of you. Did you know you could have played the same game too, as long as you have no intent to do fraud? We, the people, corporation's a legal person. And why don't you stop bringing the pain home? Because what you did is kind of silly and dumb. Now we're going to look at the division of me. Write it down. Division of me. Line 1, legal name of entity. That's a corp division subsidiary, or your name right there. I can build you a corporate umbrella and rebuild your whole life if you want me to, but it's going to be up to you to follow through. So let's understand what I do for me. All right, it's very simple. This is a $1 million Lamborghini. Here's the keys. They pay me $6,800 a month. If I buy it through me and I can't pay it, they're going to take it away, and they're going to give me shitty credit that day. They're going to report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. And then now I got an IRS problem, and I got double shitty credit. Well, that sucks. If I got it through a corporation, they sue the corp, they still sue me. That's kind of dumb too. Till a duck and a sheep. What did I do? I invented division process that changed the whole world. The world. So I bought it through a division of a corporation. Remember I showed you SSN versus SS4? I guaranteed SS4. So I got no intent to do fraud. But if I got a problem paying that $6,800 a month, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do the 3-step I invented for me. Maybe you want to write it down for you. I can disconnect, isolate, incorporate. Put that sucker over here. It's got a problem. So I get to maintain all my other pieces in the corp of my family. If I can't save it, I'm going to do what the Federal Protection Act says, public record. I'm going to bankrupt the hell out of it and throw the sucker away. Why the hell would you bring the pain home in the first place? I don't understand why people do it. I mean, it makes no friggin' sense to me. It infuriates the hell out of me that people bring the pain home and didn't do the division process to make sure they protected their family when I never had a damn family as a kid. It sucks. I don't understand stupid. Do you understand stupid yet? You sign a lease of a building? Hell no, not a corporation. It's a division. Division process in case you need to grow the business or it doesn't work out. You like being a duck and a sheep? That sucks. You have a constitutional right. Now, every property you get should be a division. Why? Which one's going to slip and fall and sue you and screw you up? Again, the only thing that matters is a corporation in the beginning. It's the SS4 because you don't pay tax so you make a profit. And you know what? The corporation credit? You know, under the Fair Lending Act, you're allowed 99 more damn cards. I get you one for 100,000 to $1 million. You want 9 more? How many would you like? That's how you build a business, because who's going to give you the money? The bank, the grocery store, the candlestick maker, win the lottery, hell, get a raise. Let's build you a corporate umbrella. Let's play. But again, if you allow me today, I'd like you to go look at your corporation if you have one too. Why? On the Secretary of State's website, you're the incorporator. You're on the officers list. You use your home address too, which is called stupid. 87% of all people use their home address. Now they know how they got robocalls and junk mail. It's called dumb. Use a mailbox, etc. Protect your privacy too. When I was a little boy, they said, put your ducks in a row. They couldn't answer the question for me. So I designed the diagram for them, for me and for you. Let's play. We see if they sue the corporation today, they sue you. You're a duck and a sheep. You are. That sucks. But in line of defense, you get to play like the banks, grocery stores, and the cities and richest famous people do. You get to play with me, and I get to play with you. Wow. Here's a $100 million building. Lamborghini, $1 million car. $5 million mansion, and $1 million race boat. They all have Ray Reynolds University on them, too. I obtained them. Why the hell haven't you? What's wrong with you? What, you feeling sorry for yourself, or these aren't turned up loud enough? I like goodies. You like goodies? I bought my first Lamborghini when I was 14 and a half. What did you drive? I drove at Orange Coast College. What did you do? You see, if you let me add you to my credit system, we can play on one of my pool tables if you want to. What's your goal? Oh, look at calendar today. How many working days you have left of this year? I'm online 6 days a week live. I used to be in person and live too. Wow, what do we get to do? You get to play with me. Now, I want you to write down credit, loan, money. Come on, credit, loan, money. I want you to understand something right now. If you have $100,000, you reference 3 times 5. If not, we get you $100,000 on a card and you write a damn check to yourself, to the corporation. And then you reference 3 times 5. They give you up to $1.5 million of cash credit. It's a line of credit. Your corporation is going to manage this entity called franchise. It's going to get an apartment complex too. And what do we get to do? We get to build financial freedom. This is how you start getting up to $50,000 a month residual income. So let's understand today, if you allow me, I'm an affiliate. There's 4 steps to do. I'm going to add you, your corporate divisions to my dashboard that has over $10 million of history. And then I'm going to get you set up and away, get you credit right away too, and the corporate divisions too, and ask for separate billing. And now you get your own card of my history. Whee! You want to play? Now, maybe you want to do residual income and do Section 8 or properties. There's companies that will manage them for you. All right, you got the ability to create up to $50,000 a month minimum, but it's up to you. I want you to look in the mirror today, please. I want you to stare at yourself for 5 minutes. I want you to put yourself in check. Ask yourself, what did you do yesterday to get towards millionaire? I know you're watching the Lucy show and having that rerun again and doing the same thing over and over again, going, beep, beep, beep. Get a hold of the repo list. Car, boat, house, apartment complex, duplex, or probate, divorce list, bankruptcy list. Let's sell supply and vendor credit. We can do that right away today. Your corporation should have $1 million of cash credit, each division, our checkbook money, and supply vendor money too. Wow. By the time you turn around, you got about a $10 million company. But the biggest problem we got is you. You're your biggest problem. Like I've always said for years, don't think, just do. Making a money-making machine. 100,000 to $1 million, supply and vendor credit, payable up to 90 days. It's called OPM money. And I'll show you what I designed for using Dun & Bradstreet too. Sell on Amazon and eBay. You get to play. Now, if you're not a client today, take a picture of this. Click certain pages, I'll say it's okay. How about a private call with me? And you get level 1, 2, 3, and specialty classes for 90 days or live on Saturday. During my 10 classes, I do live on Saturday. Based on what you invest, I'm going to give you probably up to 10 times your money you invested in the first place back. Nobody does this on planet Earth besides me. So we can teach you to play. Is that okay? Now, understand, if you're a current customer and you want to add $10,000 to your package, it's $499. If you want $25,000, it's $999. But like it says right there, current active customer only. Current and active customer only. Got it? There you go. That's all you need to do. Ray Reynolds recipient and Ray at racecredit.com. Not a phone number, and write down RW in this out. So let's play. Or you can call the office right away at 800-254-9506. Ask for a specialist or ask for Scott. He loves taking calls too. I like goodies, don't you? We get to play. Want to see some more goodies that I obtained? If you notice, they all say RayReynoldsUniversity.com. Marketing tool. Boom, boom. All right, helicopters, Lamborghinis, and buildings. Now here's me, 1981. Fastest kicking, highest kick on planet Earth. And every time I hear some idiot say white men can't jump, I don't understand, stupid. Because I hold the record to this day. So let's understand, I kicked at the lights that night. The Guinness Book of Records kind of pissed me off. From there, no matter where you come from, you can accomplish your goal. If I can, so can you. But your problem is you. My first Lamborghini was a Countach. Isn't that fun? Now, I don't hear no. When they say no, I say thank you. Have a nice day. Walk around and find a way anyway. See, no means they're stupid and they don't know how to play. That's all it means. They're stupid. All right, don't tell them that because they don't like that. 1,000 steps to millionaire. Now, the big fat zero. What did your family leave you? I'll bet you, all right, your family being in a better place maybe today, they left you a diddly squat, maybe a little piece. And then from there, when we go to these estate sales, it's sad. My wife likes going there. These kind of breaks my heart. I'm looking at this. This was a real person. Everybody's walking like it's friggin' Kmart or swap meet. And the reality is this is not right. They didn't leave a legacy to someone to take over. Now they're just a memory, even of that. Sorry, that's just my opinion today, because I never had a family as a kid. So let's understand something today. It's very simple. Corporation lives forever. People are going to die. That's how it works. So let's do this for me. Can you understand? Get your tab and a pen. I need you to write down irrevocable trust, what you need today. I need you to look at your house. It has a deed of trust, requires a pink slip, and the assets in your office in your house have a UCC1. I know not yet, but you're going to do it because I told you to. You're going to file it county recorder's office and turn it to a chattel mortgage. See, when I'm dead, I know where my goodies go because it's all in writing too. up, and away. I live by three things: planning the problem, all right, plan to live, and I plan to die. Very simple to understand. I'm going to build you up to 10 times more credit than you basically put into a program. Nobody does what I do on planet Earth besides me. So you can learn to play if you want to. So understand, draw that diagram in front of you. Bank of America has bankrupt 5,000 locations. They get a tax credit every time they make a bankruptcy. All right, every time you scrub, you go home and go boo-hoo-hoo. Doesn't matter if it's Chase Bank, Wells Fargo, US Bank. Entities. Their entities are subsidiaries. I want your entity to be what I designed 8586. Sam's Club, 1,500 locations. Geico, cities, 11 so far. So your goal is, number one, to stop bringing the pain home, become a certified CFO, and reprogram your brain to millionaire status. I need you to understand today, when I started my first blueprint, I was 9.5 years old at the Torrance Library next to the police station. I call it see it, believe it, go get it. See, feeling sorry for yourself doesn't help. That should last about 3 minutes or less. Mine's about 3 seconds because I got a family to feed. The reality is I have to be the man of the house too. But the ultimate goal is, yes, my wife runs the house, but I let her. All right, she'd probably kill me if I didn't because she's Colombian anyway. She's kind of a nut. Stop, all right, treading water. In other words, quit playing it safe. Here's 5 things you need. You ready to write them down? Number 1, you need a 750 score, a corporation and division. You need basically 100,000 to 1 million of cash credit. You need basically checkbook money, $1 million. And on top of that, you need supply and vendor credit to $1 million too. And that's what I'm going to help do most of the work for you. Anyway, there's your list, what you need now, today, today. But it's up to you. Draw the diagram in front of you. Corporation manages entities the way I designed 8586. It stops bringing the pain home. You put your ducks in a row. I repackage you under the same corporate umbrella. The ultimate goal, if you can pay attention today. Now I got my new show next year. All right, radio and TV show coming up. I promised my wife we'd go to Ireland in January to the castle. You see, if I don't, she's going to whack me. So I got to keep my promise. As she says, this is my hobby. The reality is I like helping rich and famous people. I've actually incorporated 2 presidents of the United States of America incorporated so far. So what did you do to start your business? We're going to think about it today. You had your kitchen table meeting, didn't you? With your friends and family, got all excited too. Hopefully somebody with a half a brain says, what if something goes wrong? And what did you do? You jacked up your cards, you dropped your score, you got stuck, hell, you can't get it anymore, and you can't ride out dilly squat, and you hawked your house too, and you hurt your family. I call that stupid. Is that stupid? Did you do something stupid? See, again, you have to understand how to play the game. Not only am I going to show you how, I'm going to do most of the work for you anyway. So let's play. Never bring that pain home again. So write down today's date, project 90 working days. Winning the game of business. I wrote it 45 years ago. Very simple. All right. It says on page 6, cash flow for you per time. I sold the Millionaires Founders Kit at the Bonaventure for 32 years. I sold it literally for $5,000 a set. Now I need you to be careful. When I was in a coma in 2009, my wife went to the office. She found Ron stealing my books and CDs. Tom, my IT guy, sold my websites and my phone numbers because he knows I'm going to die. So he stole my head. Not nice anyway. See, the people around you are the ones who are going to screw you up the most. Most of them, some are pretty good, but you got to keep the good ones too. So my warning is this: don't call the phone number. It took me 10 years to get the Ray Reynolds University back. Phone number I couldn't get back. It's still to the highest bidder back then. It's actually a porn site. Don't call that number, please. So let's understand something today. If you want a free copy, it's not a problem. We'll give you the 12 books and CDs. All you got to do is pay $99 shipping and handling. You got to Zelle. There's your Zelle down now. The ultimate goal. Call the office as well too. Starting a business, running a business. Oh my goodness. You don't know if the people around you are going to knock you off the damn cliff. They're going to catch you. You're just going to die. But again, hold your breath too. Now me, I learned to read at 2.5 years old, but I didn't used to read. I learned to memorize. I kept asking about this word, this word. Later I had to learn to process to read the word. I see it in my head. My wife doesn't get that to this day. I can see anything in my head. When she loses something, I say it's over there, it's over there, over there. My son seems to do it too. Wow, we'll freak everybody out. Now, the abuser would come get me at 2:30. So I programmed myself to wake up at 2:25 every day. That's why my body's always woken up 2:25 since I was a little boy. I woke up today, I dropped to my knees, I said, thank you, Jesus, for another day. Then I go look in the mirror. See, the only one I have to put in check is me. See, when you don't have a mom and a daddy and a family, nobody, you got to put yourself in check or live with shit. I want out of hell. See, your biggest problem is you. Why? Because you listen to your friends and family and you ask them their opinion. They never made it to million to billion, but you listen to a bunch of silly people who don't know how to do it anyway. So what did I do? All right, 14 years ago, my wife, I got 3 yachts in my backyard. I got more than 2 point some odd billion through corporate structure. I met with people 6 days a week. She wants to take out one of the yachts with a group of people. Why not? We'll watch the fireworks that night. Next day, I'm going to come and I get to die. I get to hear what's in the room. My tax attorney tricks my wife to sign a POA. The nurse asked my wife if I was a donor. But Jesus gave me a choice, stay in peace and go back. I said, go back. So let's understand today. I moved 24 times by the time I'm 11 and a half years old. Every house I went to, there was a bunch of bullies. And you know what happened to? Every school from Watts, Torrance, Hawthorne, Long Beach, there's a bully. You had to learn to kick it or run. I'd rather die than run. I've been shot twice. I've been knifed 6 times too. So I got no excuse now, neither do you. I've been through more shit than you, and I still made it to million to billion. So your time to feel sorry for yourself, 3 minutes or less. Jesus, all right, I'm basically an example for God. Simple. I got a book coming out this year called Jesus is Not a Drive-Through. Being a Christian's a way of life, not a moment in time. I got another one basically wrote called Bite Your Tongue, Love Longer. Men should just shut up, go yell to the sky. Woman doesn't want to hear their blah, blah, blah. Plus, she's a tape recorder, too. I think if we taught the world to bite their tongue and love longer, all right, it'd be a better world today. Now, another book coming out, it's called Fighting the Monster Within. Oh, I love this one. It's called Bullshit Doesn't Pay My Bills. Because it doesn't. This is BS on TikTok, YouTube, and Google. I mean, look at all that blah, blah, blah crap. And the next thing is fighting through the pain, because we all got that pain all deep inside of us too. So let's learn to play. Let's get you past go. I'll show you a Lamborghini collection. All right, Duffy's $5 million mansions. How I broke the record for the highest kick on the planet. White men do jump, just stupid people say we don't. And then more Lamborghinis and race boats in the backyard, helicopters, U-Docks, Ferraris, yachts, and why not? This is what I call Ray's rules. I'll show you real goodies that got my name on it too. Whee! But I use my blueprint. See it, believe it, go get it. I got no excuses, neither do you. I like to repackage every one of you my way. Now, credit repair is a fraud. Sorry to say it's true. You pay somebody in this company $100+ a month for 2 years and still have shitty credit. That's called stupid. It's also against the law. Federal trade, you can Google it today, not allowed to collect money up front, and they're all fraud too. They don't have a magic wand. So what do you get to do for you? Google Section 6 and 8, Section 611. Google 611, simple. Google it, find out what you can do today. I would tell you, all right, you need to negotiate any open collection account you got, because you got to man up, woman up. You can't basically rip off your creditor. You can't be a damn crook. So if you negotiate your open debt and all cards at 25-29% rule, but 2 in a rapid refresh, I'll guarantee you have a 750 score. And then what you can do is just go, or you can learn the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. Why? Because then you get to millionaire. The ultimate goal, first steps today, learn to write them down too. Number 1, Intuit Credit Karma. Intuit bought them on December 3rd, 2020. Still no phone number to help you. But then I'd like to analyze your credit right away. I want to tell you exactly what you need to do from me live on one of my classes on Saturday at 1:30 Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to call your case number in rotation. I'm going to take away your excuses. I'm going to rebuild your life. Here's the SS5 you didn't pay attention to. Name to be shown on card, full name of birth other than above. You see the SS5 form you didn't pay attention to, got the SSN, and then created the 1040 tax return. Next, when you look at your Social Security card, it's not your card. It'll say do not laminate, do not use for ID purposes, and don't carry with you. And it'll always say property of such administration, not you. Ultimate goal. You got your SSN for one reason, so you can file your 1040 tax return and track your income till you're dead. From there, that first company you worked at years ago, You thought they ripped you off until they told you the IRS gets your cut, you get the leftover. That's what makes us a bunch of ducks and sheep. You should have looked at We the People, Constitution, 14th Amendment, and the Supreme Court says a corporation is a legal person. And filed at 1244 to almost never pay tax again. So it's a single filing. Simple to do. You get one SSN, where ducks and sheep. Corporation gets one tax ID. And if they sue the corp, they sue you. You're still a duck and a sheep. But again, if you have division process and you plan like the banks and grocery stores and cities do, you don't bring the pain home to your family ever again. Will that be okay if you protected your ass? It's to rebuild you under the SSN. That way you can be a CFO for the corporation and the divisions too. Rebuild that and understand the SS4. That's what I want you to do, is master that as well. Choose wisely and be a double CFO. Corporation, our entities, put your ducks in a row. Same corporation, simple to do. So we're going to play. There's that SS5 one more time too. Let's compare it to an SS4. You ready to play? The line 1 says legal name of entity, corporation, division, subsidiary, or it says individual person. The actual form from the IRS says, all right, banking and credit purposes. So that's one per entity, the way I designed it for the division process that I invented in 85, 86. Your corp should only do 4 things. Buffer tax. No tax due to your profitable. Cash credit, all credits are write-off. Fleet price for corporate car, and the free buffet at the hotel. The next thing is a division. Division's your line of defense. They're cheap. They're multiple functions, buy at wholesale price, and multiple credit reports. In real estate, we separate liability. So your goal is to do a division the way I designed it for me, for you, to give you the line of defense under the corporate umbrella. Would that be okay if I rebuild your life today? Now, understand, I'm going to guarantee what I say I'm going to do every step of the way, as long as you're part of the program and you do what I tell you to do. You see, violation, not allowed, not apply for credit during the program too. If you do, we got to close your case or charge you a fee. And I don't really want to do that too. So a collection account, you got 5 ways to kill it. It cannot say in your report. What you got to do is past can't chase future. You got an IRS problem? They have a magic form too called 656, 433 A and B. So we get to play step number 3 today. From there, I want you to understand something. All right, that 750 is waiting for you. All I have to do is analyze you. Saturday, one of my analyzations classes at 2:30. Would you like to be on tomorrow's list? Let me know. Do a rapper rescore. Very simple to do. All scores go up and away past 750. As long as you do your part, that I do what I tell you what to do, we follow through. We hold hands and sing Kumbaya. Now, she's a nice lady. She asked me why she only has a 650. She has no bad credit. She's a granddaughter of a guy that left her half fashion out, and she's a billionaire. I asked her why you got only using half your cards. She said her attorney, CPA, and banker told her to. I said, you're listening to Dumb, Dumb, and Dumber. And so I did a rapid rescore. She had no green lights. I got her to an 8-1 by the time I was done with green lights too. Here's a nice couple. What do they have? Simple. They were told to get a bankruptcy. Attorneys that sell bankruptcy lie to people. They're full of shit. They were tricked to file bankruptcy. You don't file bankruptcy, in my opinion, unless they're going to sell your house tomorrow or garnish your wages tomorrow too. There's always another way to play. So I had to rebuild them under an unsecured credit card. 11 collection accounts, here's $3,000. So if you let me rebuild your credit with you, rapid rescore, you go to class on Saturday, you don't fall in your wad, you get a 750 score, I'm going to charge you $999. And $1,000 card and give you back to you so you reimburse yourself. During the broadcast, I discount it half price to $499. And the card becomes $500. You see, all you got to do now is Zelle, and write down RW when you Zelle. And that's very simple. Write down your phone number too. We get to play. Or call the office right away. Now, here's the problem with you. You are a voter probably like me. They sell the voting list 412 times a year. Cable bill, corporation. See, you're on a national mailing list. You added yourself anyway in your robocalls. You did it to yourself. So the reality is very simple today. Why don't you call 888-567-8688, opt out for 5 years? Ultimate goal is up to you, step 4. Number 5, you need to plan the problem, because you allowed someone to rip you off and knock you down, probably a friend and family too, and you spent thousands on crap that didn't work. But again, the ultimate goal is that safety credit. Stick you behind every card, limit of the card, 25% maintain, never past 29% again. That builds you the line of defense you've been lacking all along. All dashboards, the way I designed it years ago, are 0 to 29 is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. The sticky will give you the discipline you've been lacking all along. So let's play. Now the next problem you're going to say is, I got to jack up a card today, Ray. I'm going to say, knock off the crap. The answer is no. Pray. God will get you through the day anyway. But what happens is these 2 cards in my hand, they do not fluctuate your credit as long as you maintain the payment. All cards do, but those 2, they're like house and car. That is your personal gold and platinum card. You don't bring the pain home ever again. It's not allowed. Got it? Lose your job, have an emergency, what do? You run out of time, you run out of money, then you go jack up your credit cards and want to tell the whole world to feel sorry for you. Then you feel sorry for yourself too. At the end of the day, I don't think anybody gives a blankety blank. You need $5,000 now? Good. Go ask your friends, family, the bank. Why? They're going to all say no. Here's a $5,000 card in my hand. The payment's $50 a month if I max it out. The average person wastes $50 every other day. They also say you waste $140 a week. So if I take $50,000 off of a corporate card, I get to write it all off. The payment is $612.26. If I use some common sense, during a pandemic, I can buy 2 pizza restaurants with a damn drive-through using common sense. Step number 6. Oh, there's white men can jump. Stupid people say we dumb. There's Nixon, who took the gold standard out. Write down borrow money's not taxable. Write down Ray's rules. The only thing you're allowed to ever screw up with no intent to defraud is a division. Your goal is to protect your corp and your family, period. This is basically having your cake and eat it too. Ray's rules. Step number 7. All right, become a certified CFO and never bring the pain home. Got it so far? As we play the game and win. Today, it's like there I am in that coma. Wish I could have set up and said boo. Once you Google the address to find it, I'm telling you the truth. My first coma, I was crippled. Jesus said, get up. I got up. Last one, I got to die and come back and help you. See, the devil's going to hold us back and knock us down, but God's delays aren't God's denials. I like to repackage you into like Humpty Dumpty my way, because I think your way sucks. Sorry to say, it's true. Corporation's a legal person that may sue or be sued. You got to learn to play. Well, the lack of knowledge is why people do stupid things and bring the pain home. Division process, line of defense. The divisions are going to be the ducks and the sheep with no intent to do fraud, but you're going to protect your ass, pets, and your family. Corporate umbrella, pretty simple to do for me since I created it in the first place. We're going to get a tax ID for you. I'm going to add history instead of credit reports, Experian, Trandio, and Equifax. And then I'm going to get you some cash credit and line you up for checkbook money. Would that be okay if I do that for you too? Up to 9 divisions is up to $1 million. 41 is up to $5 million. It's simple to play the game. Remember, look up your corporation today. Find out I'm telling you the truth. Because when they sue it, they sue you. Put your ducks in a row. The way I designed it for me. Now you can use it for you too. Corporation. They sue it, they sue you. You're a duck and a sheep. That sucks. Not a defense. The only way to play the game and win. Like rich and famous people in banks and grocery stores and cities do. We get to play. Oh, boo, he lost his job. He's got 2 kids to feed. Get your butt and go to the damn church. Get some food. Drive an Uber. Have a garage sale. Do what I did. Coming from a coma. Sold my wedding ring, my Rolex, my necklace, my bracelet. Had 12 garage sales at Huntington Beach. I got cited 3 friggin' times. No excuses. Get off your assets. Because a corporation builds itself. There's no excuse. No excuse. Okay? You got a choice today. I designed this for $150 checkbook money and a $100,000 card. Very simple to do. That means if I get you a card, Fair Lending Act, would you like 9 sisters? We can build $1 million. Simple to do. Next thing is we can get that checkbook money and turn that into $1.2 million. See, there's no excuses. You have to learn the daisy chain credit. Don't worry, I invented that too. You can play. Now, a division is simple. I like to do 1 or 3 of them for you today. I'm adding $10,000 of cash credit to the division today. Build a corporate umbrella. You get 1, it's $9.99. You want 3, it's $29.97. Today, if you wanted all 3 with $30,000 of credit, it's $1,999, but it's only a Zelle. No Zelle, forget it. I'm not going to give you a discount if you're going to give me a credit card. You got to charge 5%. No, thank you. You know, it's called the office right away. I like goodies. Don't you like goodies today? Goodies and goodies and goodies. I love goodies. $1 million of credit, $5 million checkbook money. That should be your focus today. Now, make you your money making machine. 100,000 to 1 million OPM money. Vendor and supply credit. Don't pay a bill up to 90 days. And use the program I wrote for Dun & Bradstreet to sell on Amazon and eBay. Simple to do. So if I rebuild you here, we watched the 2 commercials on TV that talk about the Spark Unlimited. Let's get 9 more cards. How about the B of A 9 cards? How about Wells Fargo 9 cards? All right, how about the Inc card times 9 cards? How about the gold times 9? Here's 5 cards up to 5 million. Now we got to focus not on the other 5 cards yet. We got to focus on checkbook money. Unsecured up to 150, as long as you have a 2-year corporation. Here's my 5 favorite ones. I call this checkbook money. We get to play per entity up to $5.4 million. So let's play and let's win the game too. And let's quit bringing the damn pain home to your family. I don't understand that. Why would you do it in the first place? So here you go. If you don't have a 2-year corp, the office, we have 2 left, $9.99. If you Zelle during this broadcast, Zelle, during this presentation, half price, $4.99. If you don't Zelle, forget it. Okay, Zelle gets the discount, credit card's down. 800-254-9506. Write down RW and your Zelle. I have specialty classes on Saturday. Tomorrow I start at 6 in the morning to 5 o'clock. I have 10 classes live. Tomorrow's specialty is leveraging money. Very simple to do. Let's understand something. 8:30 in the morning is going to start. $9.99 for 90 days of specialty classes, or $4.99 per class. Now, your goal should be learning that borrow money is not taxable by your lifetime income. All right, and the only thing you could ever screw up would be a division with no intent to do fraud. Have your cake and eat it too. Raise rules. Become a certified CFO and never bring the pain home again. Ultimate goal. If I gave you a check for $1 million, what would you do with it? You probably put it in your personal bank account. You get to keep $375. I'd call that silly and dumb. I'd put it in a corporation and I'd borrow against it and I'd pay all the bills first, and then I'd pay tax on the leftover. No leftover, how much taxes due? I wonder if you can figure that out for yourself too. Now, the United States of America Incorporated, they got 50 corps. Then they called them cities, and corps got cities. They called them, all right, states called cities and cities and corps, and all right, states. So what do we get to do? Simple. They invented a Chapter 9 bankruptcy. That means they get to bankrupt the debt, stay in business in front of the whole world, which you could have done too with no intent to do fraud. If you want to play, let me know today. Step number 9. Google bankruptcy, please. Why? Because I want you to look at SSN versus SS4. Who's going to be the duck the next time somebody screws up? Ultimate goal. So let's play. Let me add you to my credit system today, and I build you up to $1 million of credit as long as you go to class, not fall in your web, pay attention and follow through, because you got to do your part as well. From there, here's the starter package. Corporations today through attorney CPA are at $5,000. Why, I don't know. That's called stupid. And incorporated service is $2,000. They're free in all 50 states. You didn't learn diddly squat. You pay a little filing fee. Let's rebuild your credit, rapid score. Let's get you the articles, also tax ID if you don't have them already. If you do, I'll bill what you got. Let's put you in setup level 1 Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then let's charge you $999. Let me get you $5,000 of credit back to you. $5,000 of cash credit. 5 times your money you invested. Nobody does what I do besides me. So let's analyze you. Let's add history. And let's start popping credit right away. That'd be okay? but that offer is only good during the broadcast with me. So RW, Zell, or call the office right away. Ask for a specialist or ask for Scott. 800-254-9506. We get to play. Please basically do yourself a favor. Beat your doubt, run your race, get the hell out of my way while I rebuild you, please. We get to play, getting past go, goodies, the mansions in the harbor, God's gift, race boats and yachts, helicopters, U-Dogs, Ferraris and Lamborghinis and buildings too. I'd like you to change your driver's license today, please. I wanted to say P.O. Box mail and address. More privacy, but that's up to you. Next, I want to look at your car you drive today. The one you went to the dealership and they sweated you for 5 hours. You got 9 inquiries up to lost $20,000 to $30,000 too. By the way, that's not how you buy a car. All right, what you did is kind of silly and dumb. They treat you like a duck and a sheep, and you allowed it. So how you buy a car is fleet price tax ID division, and it's under the corporation, so it's a full write-off too. The registered owner of a car should never be you. Now you buy a house. You never put 2 people on the loan to value. That'd be kind of dumb. Now the car shouldn't be your car. It should be a company car too. If you lose house and car, now you got shitty credit. And then they report it to the IRS and the 1099-C. So you have an IRS problem. So now you got double shitty credit. Come on down. The divisions, they have to be registered owner of a car. It's the only thing you're willing to get rid of. But again, this is 14, planning the problem. Next, I need you to play. Every piece of property you ever get should be a division. You don't know who's going to slip and fall and sue you and screw you up. Your house payment is offset by your paycheck. House payment offsets the paycheck. Simple. Amazon didn't pay tax on the first 10 billion. Now they're worth 2 trillion. See, they know how to play the game. There's no loopholes. They're doing what they're allowed to do. He bought Twitter in 24 hours in front of the world with a line of credit. Simple. I call him Twilly and Twilly dumb because he screwed it all up and wants to put the X on the spot. That's just plain stupid. Him and Market are going to the ring and beat the hell out of each other. All right, whoever wins, I like to kick the crap out of them. I'm going to challenge them both. Yeah, I want to beat the crap out of both of them in front of the world to see what they really can stand, and they can stand up in the ring. Hell, I got 12 national kickboxing titles. I got the fastest kick on the planet. I'll just wipe them on the floor, and we'll have some more. Now he's got a spaceship. The other guy's got a spaceship too. And the reality is the other one. And what do we get to do? We get to join the club, and we can win the battle too. Step 15. We get to play, run your life through a corporation today, or in conjunction, pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. Simple. You get a paycheck. You get the leftover. Then you're paying your car payment, gas, registration, insurance. I call that stupid. I'm sorry, because your corporation can pay for it before tax is considered. But that's up to you. Step 17. From there, I want you to get an SS4 today. Go to irs.gov. Find out it says banking and credit purposes. And what do you get to do? You never had to be a duck and a sheep. Because you follow ducks and sheep, you become a duck and a sheep, and that sucks. Mama, she delivered a baby this morning. Ever since Nixon took the gold standard out, the hospital hands her a form called SS5 for the SSN within 2 hours after the baby's born. They won't let her get from the hospital to the car unless she signs the SSN, SS4, or the SS5 for the SSN. Baby's going to go home and take a nap and eat and poop and sleep. But again, that's how they work because they bond us for $35 million apiece. Now, rules or tools are very simple to me. See, when you buy a house, it's escrow, closed, homestead, trust. You have a house not in a trust, sorry to say, they're going to sue you, they screw you up. When you die, it's stuck in a probate, your family got diddly squat. Well, why not? I guess that's what you wanted to do. Next, a corporation, you want to fix up a property. You hire the contractor, oh goody. They hire the subcontractor that stand outside Home Depot. And you know what? When they slip and fall and cut corners, they sue you and screw you up too. But my way, they get diddly squat. Why not? I like the irrevocable trust, but it's up to you. Step 19, 6 more to go. You can learn to play. Now, again, if you want to be a tax crook or protester and not file a tax return, all right, there's no basically understand something. You can go to prison like Wesley Snipes did for 3 years and fine $5 million. You can't play peekaboo, the IRS making a mess. If you did, get a hold of the 656 form, 433AB, Get your butt back in the system today. That's step number 20 for you. You should learn to be an OPM. Again, up to 70% discount. Don't pay a bill up to 90 days. 200 from escrow, leverage it to 15 million. Borrow money's not taxable. Set up your line of defense. And oops, 21 step. That's called blackjack. You get the win. So basically, here's my office. 2009, 22,000 square foot building. Irvine Spectrum, One Technology Drive. 3 locations on the state, soon up to $1 million a day. My life got stolen. I came out of a coma. What do I do? Do I go home like you and go boo-hoo-hoo? Hell no. I fight. And I use my blueprint. See it, believe it, go get it. And I take out my 5 closet divisions and I go build $1 million of credit again. I don't stay down like you. Why do you stay down in the first place? That makes no sense to me. That's step 22. It is 1,000 steps to millionaire. If you don't have the Millionaire's Founders Kit, it's free today as long as you Zelle over 99 bucks. Very simple to do. Zelle, RW News Zelle, or you call the office at 800-254-9506. I'm online 6 days a week live. I got no excuses now, neither do you. We play credit, loan, and money, financial freedom. We build residual income, what you never did, what you should have did since day one. Free money. All right, what is it? $50,000, payment 61226. We can turn it into $75,000 a month. All right, if not more. But again, you have to understand, you just maintain a little payment. Why don't we build some starting investing the way you should have did in the first place? 16 ways to be a corporate investor. Biggest problem, sorry to say, is still you. So let's start this. Let's take 10% of the credit I build you, personal, business, and division credit, to start building residual income. Real estate, hedge fund, or franchise, current storage unit. All right, it's like day 1, week 1, 2, 3, and 4. From here, I have this event next Thursday at 3 o'clock. If you pre-register today, $6.99. After today, it's $9.99. And I will not discount that. It is a Zelle. This is a special workshop for building residual income. And that's what you missed out. You should have did since day 1. There's your Zelle. And this one, don't even call the office. It's a Zelle, take it or leave it. Now take a picture here, ultimate. 1 call with me, 90 days, level 1, 2, and 3 on Saturdays, from 6 in the morning till 6 to 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Based on what you invest, I'm going to give you cash credit back to you up to times 10. So I don't have an excuse, neither do you. If you're a current customer and you want 10,000 more added to a package, it's $4.99. If you want 25,000 more added, it's $9.99. And I want you to make sure you see it says current active customer only. Okay, all right, because I'm very clear what I say. So if you want that $100,000, let me add you to a card. Let me basically rebuild you Corp Division setup. From there, I'm going to make you an authorized user. Ask for separate billing. I'm going to pop you a card for up to $100,000 using my history. Normally, it's $10,000, 10%. From there, if you did it today, and I mean now, it is $3,999 if it is done now. It is a Zelle only, and if you need to call the office to Zelle. From here, corporation's a legal person. Divisions are line of defense, the way I designed it for you and me. From here, 9 divisions up to 1 million, 41 up to 5 million. That's how we build the goal and the dream. Each division today comes with 10,000 of cash credit. Each division is $9.99. 10,000 of credit. 3 divisions is $29.97. If it was done right now, it's $1,999. You're getting $30,000 of credit. All right, in the 3 divisions too. It's your Zelle, now, write down RW. All right, or call the office at 800-254-9506. What are you willing to lose? Family? You didn't have one as a kid. Corporation? No way, and you know what? Division? The way I designed this system for me is we have to lose pieces on both sides no matter what we do when we play a game. But here, we're going to be winners and you all get checkmate. That's step 23. So if we play the game, reaching the dream, think to be the impossible, raise rules, very simple, building people to millionaire corporate divisions, training them to be a certified CFO. That's the ultimate goal I want to do for every one of you. As we play, never have joint credit system in the way. Buy a house, escrow, close, homestead, trust, corporation to ever spend more than a filing fee. Then you get your divisions for real estate, franchise, current business, and you set up your line of defense using Ray's rules. I build you up to 10 times credit you invest. Then you get to write it all off and go get the American dream, as long as you follow through. That's step number 24 for you. If all you want is a 750 score, okay. All I have to do is basically analyze you. All right, do a rapid refresh. From there, I'm going to basically put you in class on Saturday, learn rules and tools, do a rapid refresh, and then you're going to basically follow through towards a 750 score. Normally, it's $9.99 and $1,000 card back to you. Today, it is discounted 50% during the live webinar, do $4.99, and the card becomes $500. If you want a starter package, rebuild credit articles, also tax ID. If you don't have it, we're going to give it to you for free. Set up in level 1. Very simple. Every Wednesday and Saturday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, live with me. $9.99. I'm going to give you 5 times your money back. It's $5,000 of credit. Going to analyze you, add history, and pop your credit as soon as possible. You're learning to be a certified CFO. I'm going to take away all your excuses. It is a Zelle, RW in your Zelle. You can always call the office at 800-254-9506. If you give me referrals, I will build your credit and for the referral instead of paying you 10%. If you want 10%, make sure that person says your name when they sign up. If not, they blew it for you. So I always give you a chance to email me their phone number. All right, too. From here, there's that diagram in front of you. Bank of America, Bankers location. So did Chase, U.S. Bank, Wells Fargo. Always you have entities. You got your cities. You got Basic Geico, Sam's Club. So you have a choice today. It's very simple. Stop bringing the pain home. Learn to be a certified CFO and reprogram your brain to millionaire status. Look behind the curtain. Never bring the pain home. Stay safe and strong. We do our best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. So at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, my offers I offered you today are very simple. It is Zelle, or call the office at 800-254-9506. If you do nothing, you know what happens? Nothing. If you start today, I can repackage your life right away. So we do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. And never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all.